When the people that you love, or the people that you love, when they call you out your name, or when you call them out their name, do you notice how name calling is psychologically abusive? You ever notice that in the midst of a regular conversation, a person responds to you with, "You stupid, you silly, you so silly, you so stupid, you a clown." Or maybe you do it to yourself. You say something like, "Am I my dumb ass?" You ever think about what you're saying, what you're doing? Name calling is abusive. It's the most socially acceptable, toxic, addictive personality, right up there with other social addictions like alcoholism and weed smoking. All those are so socially acceptable, and that's a real problem because we're normalizing psychological and emotional abuse. Name calling is emotional abuse. Name calling is psychological abuse. And what does that say about yourself and who you are? When you talk like that, and that's your gut reaction and response to a conversation, and you think it's funny, that's trauma. Or you think it's normal, that's trauma. You're comfortable with abuse. If the only way you know how to respond in a conversation is by calling somebody out of their name, saying anything less than love, saying anything less than beautiful, anything than calling them by their name and by their godly attributes, recognize that that is abusive. Name calling is the lowest form of intelligence. Name calling is bullying, and sometimes it's bullying with a smile. When you name call, you expose yourself as weak. You expose yourself as insecure. You expose yourself as inferior. Every time you purposely call somebody out of their name, it's a red flag. And you might want to ask yourself, catch yourself, notice it. Notice when it's being said to you. Notice when it's been you're saying to someone else, and ask yourself, is this being love? Is this necessary? What's wrong with me right now? Really, what's wrong with me right now in this second that I feel like it's normal to call somebody silly, stupid, a clown? How can I raise my vibration? If we were made in His image, then call us by our name. God is not silly. God is not stupid. God is not a clown. God is not people of color. God is not dumbass. God is not nerd. God is not corny. When you say these things, you're literally saying, look at me, I'm better than you. You're really saying, I ain't shit, but I'm better than you. It's really toxic. Name calling is not harmless. It's not fun. It's not funny. Is your light shining? Can you be loved? Can you be better? Will you be consciously woke? Will you be woke? If we are made in His image, then, or her image, then call us by our name. Find a loving way to make your point. When you name call, you expose your own fear, your pain, your weakness, your trauma, and poor coping skills. I learned in school a long time ago the phrase, in a critical thinking class, the phrase ad hominem. And it's Latin, and it means against man, and it's a fallacy. Against the man, where you attack the person instead of attacking the argument or the conversation. So let's be less divisive. You know, I always say, no weapon formed against me and my people shall prosper. No divisive energy formed against me and my people shall prosper. So let's raise that vibration. If name calling is your first gut reaction, ask yourself what's wrong with me right now. Where did I get that from? And recognize it's not okay. Let's do some shaman healing energy around this. Is that it? That's it. New day. The card is New Day, and it's the power number 11. New day. New day. It's a new day. It's a new day. I can't see it. New day. A new day enables us to see a brand new light. We can see more clearly once the shadow of fear, the shadow of doubt are brushed away by the light of creation. Once the initial shock of discovering the duality of a situation has worn off, the duality of the situation, the name calling, once it has worn off, you can find comfort that there are truly no bad or good, it just is. And when we realize this, there's no better than or less than, it just is. When we realize this, the possibilities of for the overcoming of the situation becomes endless. This card also advises to wait. Everything regarding this situation has yet to unfold. So something that needs to unfold. This is a realization about the energy, the name calling, and it needs to unfold. The recognition needs to unfold. I'm going to do a Toltec. Let me take these. Don't take anything personally. Become immune to poison. The whole world can gossip about you, and if you don't take it personally, you are immune and have immunity to poison in the middle of hell is a gift of the second agreement. Don't take anything personal. Become immune to poison. So if you are surrounded by people that are really heavy with name calling and being psychologically abusive, find your peace. Don't take it personal. Recognize that's about them, and they feel like they ain't shit, so they have to put you down, or they're an abusive or an addictive state of being, and you can't let that rub off on you. So you have power in knowing that you are not those names that you're being called. Don't make assumptions. Say goodbye to sadness and drama. All the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between human is based on that. Take a moment and consider this. Say goodbye to sadness and drama. Don't make assumptions. Again, get away from people that are comfortable calling you out your name and calling themselves names, and correct and check people when they don't call you by your name. We were made in his image. We were made in her image. We are gods and goddesses. I love you until next time. Love and bliss.